G'day guys, welcome back. Been a while between videos. It's actually been a while since I've been in this shed. Yeah, sorry for the disappearing act. I've just had a heap going on. Yeah, it's been a bit rough, bit tough. Currently unemployed again, which came out of nowhere. Literally, like called in at lunch, see you later. Just, yeah, it rocked my world a little bit. But yeah, due to work, I haven't been here, haven't done anything. Like the last parts, you know, that I was making, the last video, still sitting in exactly the same spot. I just haven't had the time, I haven't had the motivation either, to be honest. There's with everything going on, but thought I'd better come back in. It's taken me an hour to set up the cameras because they reset themselves. Yeah, just these probably won't even turn out right, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so gonna just start off easy, something completely different. I mean, I will eventually get around to finishing the couple of projects that I started. Just going to ease back into it. It's probably going to be a bit boring, bit of an easy thing. It's just something I've been meaning to do since I got here. What can I say? Here we are, kind of back again. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the future of the channel, to be honest. Like, I think, what was it, next month? We've got this under 16 social media ban, you know, digital ID stuff going on, a big bloody Trojan horse if you ask me. So yeah, I won't be submitting to any of that sort of crap. They can jam it. This could be one of my final videos, who knows? We'll see what happens. And anyway, yeah, I'll grab the car, I've got to move everything and yeah, get over the other side and drag this thing out, show you what we're up to. All right, cool. Just an old press. I've had it since we got to Portland. I was actually out job hunting, and the guy I was talking to, g'day Mick, if you ever watch this, he had this sitting out the back of his shed just sitting out in the grass. Just asked him what he was going to do with it, and he said take it. He said he reckons it sat there for, I think it was from memory, about 12 years. So yeah, I'm going to fix it up and try and make something of it. I got a, what is it? I don't even know what it is actually. What is it? 20,000 kilogram, yeah, bottle jack thing to go on there. This thing's absolutely cactus. Everything's cactus really, but I don't know how the camera's going to go. It's just because I can't. You know, that's how much the camera's right back, and I've got that much. So anyway, maybe if I just drag it over and do it that way, might be easier. Yeah, so as you can see, it's seen better days. I mean, sort of the structure of it's not too bad, but just a bit rusty. Pretty much just gonna get rid of that. I've got to make new pins. I'm going to put new legs on it. Yeah, I'll probably put it on casters, just so I can move it around a bit. Not that I really need to, but you know, just in case I want to. Get rid of this. Don't really need it. Can't even move that. I'm going to struggle to get those pins out too, I reckon, especially that one. The other thing I've got to do, as I've noticed, if you look at it from side on, that top section has sort of been welded a little bit crooked, so the jack isn't, you know, dead straight. So I'm thinking I'll probably cut that off and put a new one on there. Pretty easy. I've got to make up some sort of thing with, you know, springs, because that bottle jack doesn't come up by itself. So something like that, but better. I wanted to make it so this was sort of movable side to side as well. Get the most out of it. In case you had, you know, like a bigger sort of part and you needed to press at an end, just something like that. Yeah, what else? Nothing. I guess I'm just going to cut some crap off it and see what happens, I suppose. See how long this bloody useless thing lasts. There you go. How's that? That went well. Yep. I'll tell you what, they've put some force on that in its day. All right. Much easier than what I thought it was going to be. It was easy enough. Would have been easier just to make a new one. I'm just going to cut these feet while I've got it here. Sprung a bit. Maybe. There. Alrighty, just gonna weld on these, what do you call them, end cap things. Ooh, that didn't work. Tell me that's flat. Oh, I just got a massive flash. Looks like my battery's died. Alright, she's working. Good enough. We'll clean up. Alright, so had a bit of an issue with the bloody welder. It kept tripping everything out and it destroyed some footage again, so hopefully it hasn't wrecked everything, but I'm not sure if I got this. But so what I've done is I've put a 10mm plate in there and sort of stitched it in, welded her up. Yeah, welds aren't the best, but that was when it kept tripping out. Should stop it from bending. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to put that amount of pressure on it with things I do, but you know, it's there, it's done, so it should stop it. But, like that there, I don't know what the bloody hell they pressed for it to do that. Some pretty serious force on there to do that, but I'm not bothering with that. Not even, it's just a feature. Can't see myself putting anything that big in there anyway, and if I did, I'll address it when the time comes, but I'm not even bothering. I guess I'll put the feet on it, and then that's pretty much the frame done. Alright, so yeah, that there was my square edge, so I've lined up the ends. She's square everywhere here. This is a bit hard to do, but you know. So she's square there. That one's got a little bit of a gap, but it's square. This has been welded onto these legs a bit on the piss, like it's a bit that way, I think it is. Yeah, it's cocked a little bit, like only, I don't know, 1.5 mm. So I just put these here against the leg, and then put me square on there, and she's square that way, so it's, you know, it's running square with the leg, so that'll be all right. So that'll do. I've just got to tuck it up. I've just got to swap over a heap of bloody leads and shit because it keeps tripping the power, so sort that out and get some tacks on it. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, we look at the state of all this. It's not much chop anyway, is it? Bit of a problem. I had this jack that I've had for ages. I was planning to use that, but what I didn't realise is they don't work upside down. And there's only certain jacks, you know, that you can modify to make them work upside down. For instance, this one, yeah, you can unscrew this, put some tubes in so it's sucking the fluid from down here instead of down there and all the rest of it. So yeah, I've been racking my brain thinking what I could do with that. I mean, I've got the option to, I'll just go over the other one. Yeah, so you can make it like that there with the arm and whatever, but when I do that, get back in. Yeah, so when I do that with this one, by the time it's extends out down there somewhere, you know, I've got nothing left. Like by the time a bar went across there and then your pin coming through, and yeah, it's not going to work. So anyway, so scrap that and go back on the shelf, and I'll use it in 10 years. This one, which I thought was completely cactus, this plunger here, like it was so rusted, it was jam solid, but I've managed to free it up, and the seals and everything are still all right. Like when it's up the other way, it works, and I'm even amazed, like, you know, everything's all right with it. So I'm just going to tidy it up, give it a paint, fresh fluids, and should be all right. I've got to pull all this off, and I'll just chuck what I can in there, and I've got these old springs too. See what happens with a bit of vapor rust, but yeah, if I've got to buy new ones, I've got to buy new ones. But just trying to get out of it, you know, and not cost any money. Gotcha. I don't even know if this the vapor rust is going to work. It's pretty old. Let that do its thing, see what happens. Kind of wish I hadn't cut them off now, they're so short. Try that. Beautiful. Friggin' worked. Jumped ahead a bit. I've pretty much cleaned all this up. Well, I've still got a bit to go, but as I was cleaning, I noticed that when the jack was together, it's completely on an angle, like the whole bottom of it. It's just, it's cactus, you know, it's just obviously cheap shit. It's got a big woof and it's on an angle, everything. So what I'm gonna do is chuck it up in the 4-jaw and skim off this bottom. Just so it's flat and straight and square and all the rest of it. And what I also want to do is I want to machine the top of this off flat, and I want to put a thread in it, so I can make some parts that just sort of like thread in. I don't think it's hard. I put a file on it. Should be able to machine it out. Anyway, I'll go and throw on the 4-jaw and get it chucked up and dial it in. I think that's pretty much close enough. All right, just touch her off and then send her off, I suppose. It's been a long time since I've used the bloody lathe. Holy shit. It's going to take a few passes because it's knackered. Yeah, so you can see how bad it is. It's bad. Next pass should get it. There we go. Don't want to take any more than that. I've taken about over a mil off it. There's a massive wolf in there, so I'm not going to bother with that. There's plenty on that foot. That'll be alright. It's better than what it was. Been having massive dramas with the camera. It's overheating. I don't know why. But anyway, so I've got the main shaft in now. I just want to face that flat and possibly machine off that just so it's, you know, all spiffy. And I'm hoping to tap a, I don't know, about an M10, something like that in the end there, just so I can screw attachments on, like different size shafts or whatever, and yeah, it's just going to be easier than trying to hang on to everything. Just slowing the feed rate down a little bit. I don't know whether it's my eyesight or what. Oh, didn't realise that came off. All right, 2 100ths. That's it, as good as it's getting. Yeah, it looks much straighter. I just want to try and drill and tap it if I can. Some chips out of there. Yeah. So open this up so I don't fuck the seal up. There you go. Alrighty, just going to put this back together. I'm just going to whack a bit of grease. I silicone that in overnight. Seems to have sealed up alright, so yeah, just going to put a bit of grease because I haven't got new seals or nothing, so hopefully it seals up. If need be, I'll have to pull it back apart and bloody use some sealant. Hopefully not. Screw that back down. That's how I got it off, so do the same thing to put it back together, I suppose. Alright, I think that's it. That's it. Yay! I just got this old plate, just gonna grind all the shit off it. I'll show you what it's for in a sec. So clean it up. So the idea is, it's just going to fall off for sure. Yep. So I can clamp it on, but I can move it anywhere in there, you know, on the top, whatever you call that, the top thing. The way it was before, the way it was before was like this was in the center, and they had, yeah, they'd welded onto here where the springs were, or you know, like that, with the thing across here. So what I want to do this time is mount them front and back off a bar off here, like that. So then I can move the whole thing as far, you know, to each side as I want. I had that clamped around the end, and that's what you spring hooked onto, like that. But I think I can do something a little bit better than that. That's terrible. Just got to figure it out. Oh, fucking helmet again. Right. All right, can't win. Got to go to Bunnings and get some bloody batteries, or I get flash burn. Should work good. Hole sawed that out on the mill. Not missing nothing there. I'm just going to mark the center of it. All I've done here is just marked out where I'm going to cut it up. So I'm going to slit this right through the guts. I'll probably just, you know, use the angle grinder and cut it, and then pair it up on the mill and just face the edges, face, you know, where they clamp, because this hole is actually 35 mil. It's just a hole saw that I had. It was that size. This shaft, the shaft is only 30 mil, so by the time I cut that, face it up, it's going to be close to 30 mil, I reckon. It doesn't really matter. It's only just so it'll clamp around it. But so what I'm doing is, so this section here will be whole, and then it'll be divided in half here, and so that'll be like its own separate arm, just this section, as the clamp. And off camera, I've just drilled the holes just so everything lines up when I cut it all. So I've drilled for M6 thread, haven't threaded it obviously, and done a clearance hole, 6mm clearance hole, so when I cut it I can just thread those bottom parts. Almost on fire. Okay. Alright, so I'm not winning. My buddy ran out of wire for the MIG and thought, oh, give the TIG a go, and broke a big chunk out of the cup. So just bloody stuck it back on, and I've only got to tack these 2 bits, and then, it's going to be rough as guts, but it's rough as guts anyway. It's not going to be pretty. Didn't clean the zinc off either. Oops. Alright, that's it. I just threaded those and put that on. There you get the gist. Bloody, welds aren't the greatest. It's not going to come off. Anyway, it's bloody noisy here again today. Oh, that was easy. Alright, so off camera, I just put a bit of paint on these. I think that's all cleaned up. I sort of got rid of the dodgy edges as much as I could, and it's better than what it was. Much better than what it was actually, but so yeah, there's that. And I've just painted that. It's still a bit wet. Got a little bit heavy-handed on the paint in spots, but should be right. So yeah, that's it. The body's complete. As I said, I think I said at the start of the video, I'm not worried about that. Jack part of it's all done, ready to go. So now, while I'm waiting for paint to dry, I've got to make some new pins for these. So 2 new pins, and I want to make a kind of like a sacrificial pin for the top of that. That was the whole idea of having that drilled, so I can, you know, just make, well, I can make however many I want really, but anyway, I'll get set up on the lathe and make some stuff. She's warm. My first one, I forgot my bloody, feeding speed. I mean, it's all right, but just it's been 3 months since I used the lathe, so alright, there you go. Alright, now I'm just making the end part for the jack. I've just got to buzz this down. I've got to get it down to 3950 to match the other one. I'm just going to face this and bang a little bit off here and then swing it around just to make sure I've got a better grip. Just center drill this, put an M10 thread in it. I'm almost done. Alright. That'll do it. Don't know why I left the knob on the end, but now I'm just going to Loctite a thread in there, and that's it. Okay, that's it. It's done. Sweet. Got a film crew.
God.
Alright. So yeah, that's that bit. Are you on it? Do you know what you're doing?
I'm a terrible film crew.
Hopefully I didn't make that too long. That's it. Beautiful. So yeah, that's just superficial. I really don't know why I left that knob on there, but anyway. Yeah, but I can make up all different ones of those. If I want to, short, long, as I need them. Say I was pushing in a 60mm bearing, I'd make a 60mm thing and keep it as a stock item. So yeah, I'll take that off just to save the weight while I put this on. You can't hold the part that you're going to turn. That's what I'm trying to get at. Hold it this end and use that hand to turn the lens. All right, zoom out and put it up the top, for God's sake. So it's got to go.
And himself.
Bugger off. So that way. Bolts. Come here. Stay.
Yeah, there's no hope.
Bullshit. Did it before. Oh, come on.
Feels me, it would be already on. Be up to the next part.
Bullshit. You'd still be looking for the friggin' socket. One. Gotcha. Done.
Sure.
God. Yeah, that doesn't need to be that long, but anyway. That's it.
Yeah.
My last bit of filming's all wobble.
Let the comments figure out if they want the film crew or not. If they say, yeah, I'm coming around more.
It works. There you go. What are you looking at? Why is it over there?
They're both, you and...
I'm done. Finished. What else do I say? Not much. Come here, come here. Come here, come on. I think all I've got left to do is I've just got to make some spaces for this wobbly crap. It's just old and had it. But I'll get around to that. I've got to press something. What can I press? I've got nothing to press, Jess. What can we break? I'll go find something. All right, we're going to put a bend in that. All right, let's see if it'll bend something. All right, we have pressure. Where's my handle? I need to make a proper handle. This isn't the right one. This is for the other jack.
go.
Presses. It presses. Gotta be careful it doesn't shoot the sides out. Because it will. As I was saying, spoke too soon, didn't I? Bloody ripper. Didn't cost a cent. Had everything. It's alright for nothing. Right, now just get my face and this, you know what I mean?
Back one. Step back.
I can't.
Beauty.
Yeah? Alright. Alright guys, that's it. For something that spent 12 years in a paddock, cost me nothing to, cost me nothing, was given to me. Managed to get the whole thing functional, and I can't believe I got the jack to work. It was pretty bad. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it there and see you on the next one, I suppose. Cheers. Idiot.